the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by the Butterfly Palace. Have the best day ever adventuring through the rainforest at the Butterfly Palace. And Springfield Greene County Park Board, reminding you to go play. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
All right. Well, good morning on Tuesday. Hope your Monday got off to a good start, the work week, and we'll start Tuesday with some news.
An armed man robbed a convenience store in Nixa and got away. The man walked into the signal, showed a gun to the clerk, and told her to put the money from the cash register into his backpack. He left the store running. Nixa PD on their Facebook page posted pictures of the man from the security video. If you go check him out, you might know if you recognize him.
Israel continues its military response to the terrorist attacks from Islamic militant group Hamas over the weekend. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed his country saying, quote, "Israel is at war. We didn't want this war. It was forced upon us in the most brutal and savage way. But though Israel didn't start this war, Israel will finish it," end quote. Calling them savages, the Prime Minister talked about the Hamas terrorists publicly slaughtering, kidnapping, and even burning civilians that included children and Holocaust survivors. At least 900 Israelis were killed, marking the most Jewish people to be killed in one day since the Holocaust. We also now know there was a huge intelligence failure that allowed the attack in Israel. That has many Americans concerned about what could happen here. Just how many terrorist sleeper cells are there in the United States that have now come across the wide open southern border in the last few years? Consider this stat. More people on the terrorist watch list have been caught at the southern border just in the month of February this year than were caught in all of 2016 through 2020 combined. So,
wow,
that's a scary deal because they're showing up at the border. We're catching some of them more than ever before. How many, though, are we not catching? Because people just are flooding across the southern border and have been for a couple of years now. So it's a concern. It's a real concern.
It is a concern. Yes. This week, you can voice your opinion on what redevelopment will look like in the Lake Springfield area. It follows the decommissioning of the James River Power Station there. City utilities and the city of Springfield will attend the meeting to announce recommended options for what happens next to that area. The meeting is Thursday evening from 6 to 8 p.m. Mercy broke ground on a new emergency department to be connected to its orthopedic hospital in Ozark, right there near Evans Road and Highway 65. The 17,000 square foot building will cost about $32 million to build. It's expected to open in 2025 and is intended to be an emergency room for those in the Ozarks and Ozark and Nixa areas, and could see about 15,000 patients they expect per year. Currently, Mercy's main Springfield ER is at capacity, they tell us, almost every day.
Yeah, it's crowded. This should alleviate some of that, so that's great. One of Branson's longest tenured performers has passed away. Buck Trent was a banjo player who was well known for being on Hee Haw. He also performed on the Porter Wagner and Roy Clark shows, as well as with Dolly Parton. He started performing in Branson in the mid-1980s, and in the 90s, he started the first big morning show. Buck Trent was 85 years old. The Boy Scouts organization has sold the Frank Childress Scout Reservation near Joplin. The 175-acre property sold for $500,000, which actually is much less than the assessed value of $1.8 million. The Boy Scouts sold it to the Frank Childress Reserve Property Committee. That's a nonprofit which will maintain it and keep it open to the Boy Scouts.
All right. The University of Missouri School of Medicine is getting $16 million in federal money to help its Rural Scholars Program. It's to recruit young people from rural communities to go into the healthcare field. The school will take a simulation van to visit 80 high schools in Missouri and talk to the young people there about the importance of making a career in healthcare. Not a bad choice. St. Louis is the least safe city in America. How about that? Out of 182 cities considered, according to Wallet Hub. So take it for what it's worth from Wallet Hub, but St. Louis apparently ranking the least safe. The online site looked at home and community safety natural disaster risk, and financial safety. Out of all 182 cities, Wallet Hub scored St. Louis, finished in last place.
Yeah, not good. And having
Grown up there.
being from that area, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Although, I mean, there are some other cities who would give St. Louis a run for their money. I did see Chicago was not even close on the list. I think 50 away, which was surprising. Here is some good news. The U.S. economy added about 336,000 jobs in the month of September, which was more than expected. It is the largest monthly increase since January, and is about 90,000 more jobs than were added in August. So from August to September, there was a jump in 90,000 jobs created, which is good news. Get ready for gas prices to jump again, just as they were coming back down again, it seems. Oil prices climbed more than 3% during the Hamas, or following the Hamas terrorist attacks on Israel and now the ensuing war.
The post office going to raise price of stamps once again, citing inflation. The increase coming next year will be the second year in a row to increase prices. If the increase is approved, service prices will go up by another 2%. The last price increase was about 4.2%. All right, if you're looking for a seasonal job, Bass Pro Shops is hiring. In fact, a hiring event is set for Thursday and Friday of this week. You can check it out. You can just show up at Bass Pro from 10 to 7 on both days to get an interview and to work locally in hospitality, distribution, or retail. Pretty cool.
All right. Good job to have. This Saturday night, a star party is happening at Wilson's Creek National Battlefield in Republic. From 8 p.m. to 11 p.m., you can gaze into the night sky and learn about the stars. Telescopes will be set up for you to take a tour of constellations. There will also be kids' games at the Visitor Center from 8 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. The Springfield Astronomical Society is putting on the annual Star Party.
All right. Springfield's newest Whataburger is now open. It's in front of the Menards across the street from Costco on Northeast Gate, right there near Highway 65 and Chestnut Expressway. It opened yesterday with a soft opening just for the drive-through, and it was long lines, but they are going to be adding dining in very soon. It's the third location in Springfield for Whataburger.
All right. That's the one by Costco. So I have been waiting for that one to open because I'm over in that area fairly often. So I'll be jumping over to Whataburger.
Okay, do it.
It doesn't appear to be a highly traveled area other than the Costco.
Costco traffic, Menards traffic.
Menards.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Yeah. We'll see how it does. Maybe it will make traffic come to that area because there's a Taco Bell there now and looks like some more development on the way. So
yeah,
perhaps it will be changing. All right. Well, have a great Tuesday. Thank you for tuning in. And we hope very much to see you back here tomorrow morning.
Have a good day. See ya.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your Tuesday. I am Abby Dyer. You are listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. Thanks for being here early this morning. And I get to deliver some good news again today. We are talking about a fantastic day in the weather department. How about sunshine, high temperature of 74 degrees. It's going to be nice today. The wind's not too bad. Take advantage. If we could just take that weather from yesterday afternoon and copy paste it through the whole really rest of the month, wouldn't that be just so great? Perfect outdoor weather yesterday. We're going to get a very similar afternoon for this Tuesday, and then things start to change for us a bit as we head closer to the midweek. So my message to you this morning is to soak it up. Warmer weather on the way as we head into the middle of the week. In fact, high temps may be approaching 80 in some places, again, by the middle of the week. We are talking about temperatures today that are warming, but in the mid 70s for most. That's going to feel really nice. Upper 70s for Southwest Missouri, though. And that warming trend is going to take place through Wednesday and Thursday. I've got this strong southerly breeze that sets up in the forecast. It's going to be pushing those temperatures into the 80s as we head closer to the middle of the week. So enjoy the 70s while they're out there. Again, today in our far southwestern counties, I think it'll be a bit warmer, closer to 78 back in Southwest Missouri. In Springfield, I'm going 74. And then up in central Missouri, it'll be right closer to that 70-degree point as we head through the course of the afternoon. Gusty south winds, though, are going to take place for the middle of the week, and that's going to result in this big warming trend as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. Temperatures will soar again. Dare I say it might be a little bit on the hot side as we head closer to the middle and end of the work week. And then rain chances greet us in the forecast. I told you about this yesterday. Rain still on track, coming through on Thursday late in the day, lasting really through Thursday night into early in the day on Friday. And then what we'll be dealing with is a big cool down for the weekend. Best rain chances still look to be late on Thursday. That's going to be the highest percent chance of rainfall there, more than a 60% chance for rain for most on Thursday night. Small rain chances, though, continue. I'm going about a 50% chance for rain on Friday. And then I think we'll dry it out just in time for the weekend. But the weekend is going to bring us a cool down. Once again, I think high temperatures will only land in the 50s by Saturday, and it's going to come with a strong north wind, so it won't feel as nice to be outdoors by Saturday of this weekend. Something to keep in mind. The forecast today couldn't be much better. Temperatures in the mid 70s. It's going to be a fantastic afternoon. I have high temperatures that will stay in the 70s as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. However, we're going to be in the upper 70s. I mean, pushing 80 degrees in the forecast by Wednesday and Thursday. Best chance for rain comes through late in the day on Thursday, lasting through Friday. We're dry for Saturday and Sunday at this point, but high temps will be a whole lot cooler with high temperatures falling back into the 50s and a couple of really chilly nights ahead in the forecast as well. The headlines for you today around the country include that this colder, unsettled weather that we've been talking about in the Pacific Northwest and Northern California is going to be moving east. In the meantime, we have above average temperatures for much of the Great Lakes and the Great Plains, and that's going to allow for a cool down come later this week. Also, there's this area of tropical air and tropical moisture heading our way, bringing a flood threat to the Gulf Coast. A lot of that happening in Texas on Tuesday and Wednesday. So you'll probably be hearing about that nationwide headlines as we head into the middle of the week also. All right, it is time for me to show you that wake up weather brain twister question. This is the one that I asked yesterday. It's kind of fun. Everybody's thinking about Halloween and Halloween costumes. This one having to do with some popular Halloween characters. Which Halloween character is based on a historical prince? And the options I gave were A, Dracula, B, Frankenstein's monster, C, Jack Skellington, or D, Edward Scissorhands. Historical prince. I did not know this one either until I looked up this question. And the answer, if you chose A, Dracula, and you submitted on aroundtheozarks.com, congratulations, you are correct. And you will be entered to win a $20 Scooters gift card, Coffee on Scooters, this week. So pretty good deal. If you didn't get this one, kind of a tricky one today. I had never heard that. Dracula actually based on an old tale of a prince. A, the answer for the day. Here's the next shot, though. The lawsuit between Christopher Columbus's heirs and the Spanish monarchy lasted about how many years? Timely with yesterday being Columbus Day. Do you think it is A, that argument went on for 50 years, B, 100 years, C, 200 years, or D, 300 years? How long did the lawsuit between Christopher Columbus's heirs and the Spanish monarchy go? Submit your guess. You can do that at aroundtheozarks.com. It's a chance to win $20 to Scooters Coffee every single day by answering our Wake Up Weather Brain Twister question correctly. So head on over to the website, submit your answer there. While you're there, you can also find the latest forecast details up to the minute. So check it out. Thanks so much for listening early this morning. Enjoy this fantastic day. It does not get a whole lot better than this in October. soak it up because warmer weather is on the way starting tomorrow. I will chat with you early tomorrow morning.